Today is a special video because I'm going to talk about protein macros right now. Welcome everyone, welcome to my very humble channel. Now let's get right on into this discussion of protein again. So last time I did a visual on how much fat to consume. See, every line there is a tablespoon. But what about the protein? What does that look like on a plate? I'm going to show you. This is my puppy Deo, and he's eating a pig's ear. So let's talk about some protein. If you hear that chomping sound in the background in this video, this is why. And this is my little rescue. Okay everyone, look at this lovely pork chop. Now, as you can see here, this is a layer of fat going around it, so we're not counting that in the weighted protein. We're just counting what is on the inside of the bone, around the bone, and inside of the fat. And then we have this little piece here. Now, if I give you a hand visual, that's about 4 ounces, a little bit more than 4 ounces measured cooked. If we took the bone off and we took all the fat off, just the protein itself is a little bit more than 4 ounces measured cooked. For me, at 5'3", that is far enough protein. In fact, I could get away with just the inside of the fat and around the bone, just that much protein per meal. If we get the hand palm measurement, it's about the size of my palm. It's about 4 ounces. So now that you have an idea of what a serving of protein would look like in a main meal, this would count for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Now, for those who are not very hungry in the morning, you don't have to eat like a king. You can eat a little bit like a pauper for breakfast, just as long as you tell the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis that some food is coming in. So you might take half of that. Let's make it half this way. That's going to be around 2 ounces, a little bit more. And that is enough protein to start your day with. This is for a woman, mind you. With 3 tablespoons of fat. On the plate with your protein. Now, it doesn't have to be butter. It can be ghee or it can be lard. And this is what my rendered lard looks like. Boom, after making pork belly bacon. So I could take a tablespoon. This is a tablespoon. 1 plop, 2 plop, 3. My people on the plate. Okay? I don't count what's in the pan. I only count what you're putting on the plate. So 3 tablespoons, 1, 2, 3. Boom. That's a serving. That's a breakfast. So as a woman, now a man can go up to 5 ounces. A man can go from 5 to 5.5 ounces. A woman can go from 3 to 4 ounces. Unless you're super active and super tall and are metabolically strong, but most people are not. So as you can see, this is the pork fat from eating my pork belly bacon. That's the drippings. This is rendered, so it's solid in the fridge and then it liquefies once you cook it. This does not wax the arteries, my people, because when it's heated up, it melts. It's going to slide right through your arteries. It's actually the sugar that plaques and sticks to the arterial wall, not this stuff. And if you want lard to taste good, I could take all of this out, put it in a saucepan, and add some spice or some salt. Then pour it back into a mason jar, and you can eat it just like this. And it's delicious. Delish. Okay. So that is my rendered fat. Now you guys get it. This is a tablespoon. And I'm making so much noise. Clankety clink. And that's a tablespoon serving size, and we need at least 3. Now for men, I really think you should go up to 4 tablespoons per meal on the plate. Now that's per main meal. If you are, like I mentioned before in my other video about fat, you can have as a snack. It's not to feed you. It's just to keep your blood sugar stable and to make ketones. 2 tablespoons, 1 to 2 tablespoons of fat in between your main meal. So you get up and have a breakfast. Then you can have 1 to 2 tablespoons of fat on its own, or with a little bit of liver, or with an avocado. Butter with avocado. I mean, butter with avocado. Or you can have pork belly bacon. There's several ways, or egg yolks, 1 or 2 yolks as a snack. But the protein, really, the protein amounts are really individual. You can't just take how much protein I can eat and then make it applicable to everybody else. That's impossible. And that's the problem with these gurus talking about eat 2 pounds of beef and just eat until you're satisfied. Some people have a leptin resistance. Some people have low stomach acid. Some people have a gallbladder issue. Some people have issues with just the protein byproducts. Some people just, I don't know, they don't have enough protease. They don't digest their protein very well. So every single person is very individual. What if I were to eat 2 of these pork chops? If I had 8 ounces or even 9 ounces, number 1, it's late. So melatonin is trying to rise. That's the sleep hormone. Cortisol has already started going down, which you need to help digest. Then on top of that, so basically your body's trying to get into relaxation mode, and I'm going to go run a marathon eating 2 of these because somebody told you to fast all day, so you sit and binge at night. Your body will not digest all that protein. It will not. It'll sit there in your stomach like a brick and rancidify and putrefy, creating histamine and inflammation, essentially. Nastiness. You also have to consider, do you have enough digestive enzymes like protease or stomach acid to break down 2 of these mother suckers when your body's trying to release melatonin to go to bed, not cortisol to wake up and digest. The amount of protein is very, very important according to the individual. So people in the comment section, don't ask me how much protein you should eat because I need to talk to you directly to figure out your digestion. If you're active, there's so many things, how your kidneys are functioning. All of that matters with the amount of protein. But of course, I have to consider also, people in the comment section are going to say, what about the daytime? Can I eat a lot of protein in the day? Well, of course, you're going to digest it more easily than at night. But the reality is you have a protein threshold. And using a glucometer is such a beautiful way to test how much protein you can consume without your blood sugar spiking. Get a glucometer, eat your protein, eat your 2 to 20,000 ounces of protein, and check your blood sugar 2 hours later as my puppy goes to town. Yeah. On a bone this time. Who can eat a lot of protein in one sitting? People with great digestion. Who has that? Not many. Actually, it might be a man who has muscles, who's got good lean muscle development, who's very tall and active. The amount of protein for a man, again, can be between 5, maybe 6 ounces of protein per meal. But use a glucometer. I'm just making guesses based on past experiences with clients. If you guys listen really close, you can hear my puppy just chomping down on that ear. But for those doing a keto or carnivore diet, just make sure that the goal is to get into ketosis. I'd rather talk about pounding down the fat rather than the protein macros, but because you guys have been sort of bamboozled and tricked to eat a lot of protein, I got to give you a visual that the protein amounts are moderate to low. Fat amounts high. People are like, oh my God, like I'll just lose weight if I eat that little protein. I'm like, no, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. The goal is to get into ketosis. For men, your protein should be generally under 100, and women, your protein should be under 70. Yeah. If you guys want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com, book a consultation. And the best way really to figure out your protein allotment is to talk to you directly. I can find out how your digestion is. If you have heartburn, low stomach acid, not enough protease enzyme, gallbladder issues, stress, if you're not working out at all, or if you're working out too hard, then I can tell you how much protein I think your body might require with a glucometer. You can catch me at Stephanie Ketogenic on my Instagram, Stephanie the Business Person on my Facebook fan page. Again, I run a course where I cover all 3 diets because here's a big question, should you eat 3 tablespoons, let's do it like this, 3 tablespoons of fat, right? If you're eating carbs, low carbs. Yeah, that's a question. Challenge is going to pop in January. Stay tuned for signups soon. Not yet. And I'm out. Please comment below. Are you still confused about your protein and your fat and your carbohydrates? If you're eating cruciferous vegetables, you really don't have to count your carbs, but comment below and share this content and hit the notification bell and subscribe. And I'm out. And I go see how my puppy's doing.